the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Miftah Fitri Ramadhani. Here I want to explain about teaching with video, and here are 4 points. Okay, the first point, using video in language learning, and then come on video teaching technique, and then video watching activity, and the last video making activity. Okay, the first, using video in language learning. The first, why use video? Okay, saying language in use is one of the main advantages of video is that students do not just hear language, they see it too. And then cross-cultural awareness is video uniquely allows students a look at situations far beyond their classroom. And then the power of creation is when students use video cameras themselves, they are given the potential to create something memorable and enjoyable. And then motivation. For all of the reasons so far mentioned, most students show an increased level of interest when they have a chance to see language in use as well as hear it, and when this is coupled with interesting tasks. Next, video problems. The first, the nothing new syndrome, is just switching on the monitor in a classroom is not especially exciting for a television or an internet viewing population. And then poor quality tapes and discs is poorly filmed, and wonderly X material will not enjoy students who are used to something better. And then poor viewing condition is we have to be sure that students can see and hear the video. And then stop and start. Some students become frustrated when teacher constantly stop and start the video, only showing little bits at a time. And then the length of extracts is some people thinks that more than 2 or 3 minutes of video sends student to sleep. Next, fingers and times is student can be irritated by teachers who cannot find what they want or get back to where they have just been on the tab or disc. Okay, next, video types. The first of a programmers is programmers record from a television channel should be enjoying for our student and of a sensible light. And then real world video is there is no reason why we and our students should not use separately published videotape materials such as feature films, exercise manuals, wildlife documentaries, or comedy provides that there are no copyright restriction for doing this. And then language learning video. Many publishers now produce freestanding language learning video or video to accompany course book. Next, lesson video. The first, privately owned or single-sex and co-educational, and second, state-run or single-sex and co-educational. Next, video as part of lesson. The first topic, we will often be able to introduce a short 2 or 3 minute video extract into a lesson devoted to a particular topic. And then language. when a class is working on an area of language, whether grammatical, functional, or lexical, or a mixture of all three, the lesson can be greatly enhanced by a video extract which show the language in operation. And then relaxation. Video can occasionally be used for relaxation, but this use must not be overdone science. As well as we have said, we usually need to make it an active process. Okay, next, self-access video. Students do not have to watch video only in the classroom. They can also watch them at home or in their school self-assess centers. Next, common video teaching techniques, viewing techniques. The first, fast forward. The teacher presses the play button and then fast forward the video so that the sequence should pass silently and a great speed, taking only a few seconds. Next, a silence viewing for language. The teacher plays the tape at normal speed but without the sound. And silence viewing or for music. These same techniques can be used with music. Next, freeze frame. At any stage during a video sequence, we can freeze the picture, stopping the participants dead in their tracks. And next, parallel viewing. One of provoking the student curiosity is to allow them only a partial view of the picture on the screen. And then listening and mix techniques. The first, pictures listening language. The teacher covers the screen, turns the monitor away from the student, or turns the brightness control right now. And second, pictures listening music, where an excerpt has a prominent music track. A student can listen to it and they say based on the mood it appears to convey, what kind of scene they think it accompanies, and where it is taking place. And then third, pictures listening or sound effect. In a scene without dialogues, student can listen to the sound to gauge the scene. And the last, feature or speech. We can divide the class in two so that half of the class faces the screen and half faces away. Okay, next, see video watching activities. The first, general comprehension. The following activity is designed to help students watch a video in order to understand the gist of it and then look back against for detail. And then next, working with aspect of language. The activity in this section show language work uniques to the medium of video. And then video as a springboard to creativity. The activity is in this section show how a video expert can be used to spark student creativity by encouraging interpretation, provoking doubt, and asking for language use. And next, the video making activities. The first, video simulation. Video can enhance simulation not only because it can provide very telling feedback when students can watch themselves and evaluate their performance, but also because the presence of video cameras helps to make media simulation, such as TV programs, more realistic. And then creative ideas. The following activity expert the student to use their imagination and creativity to bring a fresh dimension to their learning. Next, working with language. We can ask students to make video with a focus on a particular language point. Next, the getting everyone involved. The first, the group. If more than one video camera is available, we can divide a class into groups and then process. We can ensure participation in the decision making process by insisting that no rules or such as actor, camera operator, and director are chosen until the last moment. And last, assigning roles. We can assign a number of different roles as in a real-time crew. This includes such jobs as clipboard operator, script consultant, lighting, and customers. Okay, next, what to do with the video? The first, class feedback. When students show their video to the rest of the class, there are a number of ways in which those classmates can work. And then second, teacher feedback. One of the ways in which we can be sure that video making is a learning process is by responding to the student work with the some care that we give to written work. Yeah. And then video installation. We can organize a video day in which all of our student video are shown in an exhibition. Next, last, individual and library copies. If we have copying facilities, we can make copies of our student work. Okay, and the last, video and the teacher. We cannot leave the topic of video without mentioning the individual contribution that it can make to teacher development. Having someone film you when you are teaching can be a challenge experience, but it can be extremely valuable. Most teachers have an idea of how they appear as teacher and about how effective certain manners and technique can be. Okay, that's it, my explanation about teaching with video based on 4 point. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.